The number one step to getting organized that most people miss is they think that they don't have enough time. So, this is a common myth to getting organized. If you're overwhelmed by the clutter in most of the rooms and on all surfaces of your home, then keep watching because this is what I see most people miss in their efforts to getting organized. I don't have enough time. Well, the pandemic kind of shot a hole right through this belief, right? We were all at home and we all had a lot of time. And I get it. I sat around watching the news in disbelief and went on long walks in the forest. So, what happens with our time? Well, with regards to clutter, some start and get distracted, and some have lived with clutter so long they put blinders on and just ignore it. And there were some who just couldn't take it anymore, and they contacted me, and I taught them how to declutter and get organized virtually during lockdowns, and still do now. With my coaching, they got rid of bags and boxes of stuff in only a few months. So I'm here to give you my biggest tip for free, because it's not time, it's what you do with it. And most people aren't starting with this most important step. So the key is to get clear on your goal. Saying, I want to get organized, it's not a juicy enough goal. And this is why you keep wasting your time. So what's a clear why or goal? Well, one client I had shared a very tantalizing goal that pushed him through so much stuff in his home. And in fact, he and his family successfully cleared 78 bags and boxes of stuff and organized their entire home in the 3 months we worked together. And you can hear his testimonial video on my website under virtual organizing if you want to hear his story in his own words. So what was his goal? Well, he and his wife wanted to put their home on the market when the time was right and buy a property in Florida to escape the long, cold Canadian winters. Sounds pretty awesome to me. And they did it. Months after we finished working together, he called me out of the blue, excitedly telling me a story about their realtor. She wanted to pop by with only a day's notice to assess their home for a potential buyer. Now, that would put panic into most people who have clutter into their minds and into their hearts. But my clients, because they'd gone through this process, were able to tidy up their large 4-bedroom home in only a few hours. And they have kids, by the way. And when the realtor came over, she was blown away by the difference about how clean and organized and open it felt. And she suggested a list price that was more than double what they had purchased it for. And they're in a rural area, not somewhere like Toronto. And guess what? Instead of selling, they've actually been Airbnb-ing their home, and now I'm helping them virtually organize their new home in Florida. They got their goal. So having a motivational why is key to pushing you through years of unmade decisions with your clutter. And this is why I make it the very first step in my online and programs and one-on-one coaching. It's so important in your plan to get your house organized. And if you want help with this, I put together a free 5-minute training that you can download where I share my strategy I use with my clients to clarify their why and find out your deeper purpose for getting organized. Click the link to watch it now.